Hi, love bugs. Welcome to Sammy Says. I know I promised you guys a video for the review of the shows that we watched together: Vampire Diaries, Original, Scandal, New Girl, what have you, The Big Bang Theory. But I'm so busy with school and everything as I expected. But I'm gonna totally get right on those as soon as I can. But tonight I just want to make a video about. I think I'm gonna make a couple videos tonight. But the first one, this one, is Slavery Relationship Part 2. Now, if you haven't watched Slavery Relationship Part 1, go watch it, come back, so you can understand what's going on. So, the whole point of a slavery relationship is that you don't have any freedom within your relationship to do anything because you're with somebody who stalks you all the time, is checking up on you, is controlling you, and basically you're like a slave in your own relationship, right? Um, so that was what the first video was about. Now this part two is about a specific incident, and let me tell you, I love all parties involved. But this was so hilarious. I have to make a video about this, and I promised Jerome I'd make a video about this. Um, so what's happening now is have these two friends, a very dysfunctional relationship. I love them both separately, but I don't love them together. You know, you ever have those instances where they could be so good for each other, but then they're just so bad. Like they argue over the most stupid things, and it's so annoying. And it's not like we don't want to hear because I complain about my relationships. So anyways, so but we all complain about our relationships to our friends. That's what they're there for. But like they have so many things happening on a daily basis. I'm just like, why are you making each other miserable? Like I want you both to be happy. Stop making each other miserable. Break up already. So this particular instance is that my dude has his ex who's always texting him and come trying to disrespect my girl. No. If I knew who this girl was, that was like I know her, I've met her, but I don't think she comes to school with us. I don't see her. But if I saw her, I'd take her on because nobody don't come, write himself with my friend. But anyways, she always messaging him and calling her names and dissing her, but he's trying to maintain a friendship because he's known her forever. Personally, I don't know how I feel about that because I don't like to tell people who they can be friends with, but you have to set some boundaries. Say, yo, you can't. If I hear you make another comment about her, we can't be friends. You can't have people dissing the person, your significant other. That ain't cool, right? So that was happening. So she happens to text him, or was it calling? Or it was called. She called him, and my friend was like, well, she was like, who's calling? He goes and he lies about it, trying to drag my other friend in there. My other friend started to play along, but of course my girl don't done. So she eventually figures it out now, and she's mad. She's like, we're over, blah blah blah. And she goes to him, and he's begging, he's walking her down. He's like, no, don't break up with me. And she goes, the only way that we're gonna get back together is if you block her, you delete her, and the reason for me making this video is if he breaks his SIM card. When I heard that, I think my reaction was that I burst out into a laughter because I'm thinking that that's a joke, right? But what was even funnier than the request was the fact that he actually went ahead and he did it and gave her his phone and said, I'm going to work on it, and this is how you know you can trust me. When you feel like you've trusted me enough, or you can trust me again, you can give me my phone. And I'm sitting down all confused because, well, that's a bit extreme. Don't you think? What do you think? I think it was a bit extreme. But then she was saying to me that she didn't actually expect him to. But I'm thinking, I don't think she would take him back if he hadn't done it. But it's a bit extreme. There's blocking and deleting her. And I think digital has a feature you can block somebody's number. But when you rip your SIM apart, you're cutting off not only her, but you're cutting off everybody else who knew you had a phone. And here it is, I'm getting used to you having a phone so I can contact you. I know I can't contact you because you broke his SIM. How about you fix yourself? The sim is not the problem. Don't take it out and look a cheap Nokia. You know, you two need to sit down and realize that maybe you guys are better off as friends. Maybe with benefits if you like to have sex with each other, but together, it's a bit much. And it's a really hilarious situation. Because right now, well, I was calling him the vagina for the longest while because that was such a whipped move. That was such a word that I don't like move. And there's so many other things that are just so hilarious. So, if you have to rip apart your SIM card to save your relationship, I think it's time for you to walk out of that relationship. Are you in a slavery relationship? Are you? Are you really? I think maybe you are. And I don't think he's the only one in a slave relationship. I think she's in a slave relationship too. I think that relationship needs to just end and they need to just be friends and be cool. Okay? Alright. That's video number 1. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Jerome who reminded me that I actually needed to make this. I wish it could have been funnier. The situation was funnier in the heat of the moment. Now that I've calmed down and I've spoken to the both of them, I just don't care. I can't bother. They're just so dysfunctional. They need Jesus. Shout out to Zena who made this thing on the wall above me. It's really neat and creepy, but the light was blocking it. She's an artist, and if you have money to spend on good art, she's your girl. Just message me for that. And to my friends who I made this video for, don't hate me in the morning. So, mwah, mwah, bye. This thing won't click. Like, bye. Bye, guys.